Nintendo did it again. The Switch 2 just launched and it already has exclusives that make you want to grab the console right now. In this video, we're counting down the 10 best games you won't find on any other platform.
Company, the mightiest mining operation both above ground and below.
Hold on tight, because Mario Kart World is not just another sequel, it's a full-blown revolution. This game flips the formula and turns the entire globe into your playground. Imagine drifting from a fiery volcano straight into grassy plains, weaving through neon city traffic, then launching over ocean waves like it's nothing. We're talking 24-player online races, 4-player local split screen, and for the first time ever, an actual free roam mode that gives you full control of where to go and how to play. And yeah, it needs some fine-tuning, like split-screen support for free roam, but that didn't stop players from calling this a generational leap. The controls are tight, the off-road mechanics feel incredible, and the soundtrack celebrates every victory. Plus, there are new modes like Knockout Tour and a wardrobe of unlockable outfits so you can flex in style while flying across the finish line. This is Mario Kart at full throttle.
If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Freely drive around this vast world in free roam. Kart takes you. A brand new race across the
DK is back, and this time he's smashing through more than barrels. Donkey Kong Bonanza throws you into a subterranean world powered by pure destruction and a surprising new co-star, Pauline, now a teenager, whose singing literally boosts DK's powers. The mission? Collect rare Banandium gems in massive underground sandbox levels where punching through walls, creating tunnels, and tornado spinning through monsters is just your average Tuesday. And the mounts? Zebra Kong, Ostrich Kong. Each one gives you wild traversal options. Built over the span of nearly 8 years by the same masterminds behind Mario Odyssey, this game bursts with creativity and polish. Sure, there are occasional frame rate drops and a few clunky camera moments when smashing gets too intense. But the sheer joy of destruction, stylish transformations, and emotional co-op moments with Pauline, that's the kind of magic only Nintendo can pull off.
Scrolling stages, and more. Plus, by gathering, almost every article of clothing comes with its own benefits. So mix and match your look.
If speed is your religion, then Fast Fusion is your holy grail. Shinen returns with their answer to F-Zero and Wipeout, juiced up for Switch 2 and built to blow your mind. You're racing at breakneck speeds through jungles, volcanic circuits, neon cities, and space debris fields, at a rock-solid 60 frames per second and up to 4K docked. The showstopper? The fusion mechanic. Win races, earn currency, then fuse vehicles together into customized hyper beasts. Want a sharp turner with tank armor? Done. Add in superhero mode. Wear your boost doubles as a shield and every second becomes life or death. And suddenly you're sweating every corner. There's no online multiplayer yet, and yeah, a few rubber banding AI moments and texture gripes exist, but none of it slows down the thrill. This is high-speed heaven. Koei Tecmo returns with a dark and thunderous vision of Zelda lore, Age of Imprisonment. Set during the mythical imprisoning war, this entry finally explores the legendary events only teased in Tears of the Kingdom. The roster is stacked: Princess Zelda, King Rauru, and the full 7 sages, all battling the rising armies of Ganondorf. Expect the classic Warriors flow, combo-driven hack and slash, massive crowds, map objectives, but now wrapped in true canon weight. This isn't a side story anymore. It's a historical cornerstone. Originally slated for winter 2025, rumors suggest a nudge into Q1 2026, likely January or February, so stay tuned. For timeline diehards and Zelda fans hungry for lore, this one's a dream come true. co-op survival meets cozy puzzle chaos in Survival Kids, where a bunch of castaway children wake up on the back of a colossal sea turtle island. What do? Work together, gather wood, fish, build tools, cook meals, and maybe, just maybe, find a way home. Designed with accessibility in mind, it's the perfect mix of Lost in Blue and Overcooked, without the stress. No punishing failures, just fun trial and error. While solo play can get repetitive, the magic truly shines in 2 to 4 player local or online co-op, where you're chopping trees, solving physics puzzles, and cracking jokes along the way. It's simple, charming, and surprisingly replayable, especially for families or laid-back gamers. The Crystal-bound legend returns. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster takes the beloved 3DS classic and gives it a much-needed glow-up on Switch 2. The visuals are sharper, the UI has been modernized, and a handful of new Joy-Con-based minigames add a sprinkle of novelty. The heart of it, though, remains untouched. That deep Brave/default battle system, the rich job-switching mechanics, and a sweeping world filled with intrigue and nostalgia. Veterans may find the narrative unchanged, but the convenience updates, fast-forwarding, adjustable encounters, snappier load times make revisiting it a joy. For newcomers, this is your golden opportunity to experience a JRPG classic in its finest form yet.
Failed to protect you.
But still, I'll never be able to forgive myself.
Don't be afraid. The footsteps you've carved will be a guide to these people, Agnes.
Have the courage to disobey.
One of the greatest crime dramas in gaming just got the deluxe treatment. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut brings the 1980s Tokyo underworld to Switch 2 in full 4K 60 FPS glory, with added content that makes this the definitive experience. You'll still follow the double trouble journey of Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima, but now with over 20 minutes of new cutscenes, fresh voiceover options including English dub, and a new brawler mode called Red Light Raid, where you fight as one of 60 characters in chaotic side missions. It's stylish, gritty, and just as quirky as ever. While a few of the added scenes didn't wow every fan, and the Spanish localization needs a touch-up, this version is still scoring 9 out of 10 across the board. If you've never played it, this is the one to start with.
5 minutes of new cutscene content. Right, now introducing Red Light Raid. 4-player, powerful enemies with players around the world. Sickly as your health, heat, and skills can handle.
This might be one of the most out there games on Switch 2, and it works. Drag X Drive is a 3v3 neon-lit wheelchair basketball fighter with HD rumble physics and controls map to Joy-Con motion like you're pushing real wheels. You drift, dunk, pull off aerial stunts, and race down ramps in a sport that plays like ARMS meets Rocket League, but weirder. Previews were skeptical at first, now they're calling it Nintendo's next surprise hit. It's fast, fresh, and feels fantastic in your hands. The gameplay loop is deep enough for competitive play, but wild enough for party nights. Mark this one as the next sleeper hit. From Software steps into new territory, and it's dripping with gothic dread. The Duskbloods is a Switch 2 exclusive PvP experience where 8 vampiric warriors enter an ever-darkening battlefield, hunted by each other and, even worse, AI-controlled horrors. You choose from a pre-made lineup of hunters, each with blood-fueled abilities, supernatural movement, and customizable traits like Destined Rival or Companion. These aren't just flavor text, they change how the entire match plays. It's dark, moody, soaked in moonlight and madness, with a strange winged rat elder guiding you between fights. Miyazaki confirms, this is a multiplayer-first game, but single-player fans, don't worry. He's not done with solo epics either. Splatoon goes solo, and it's about time. Splatoon Raiders is the franchise's first true single-player spin-off, dropping you into the Spiral Height Islands after your copter crashes during a mission. You team up with the Deep Cut crew, Shiver, Fry, Big Man as you scavenge, survive, and fight your way through environmental puzzles and ink-drenched encounters. This isn't just a side campaign, it's a full survival adventure built from the ground up, with new mechanics like fishing, fixing your rig, crafting gear, and, of course, splatting enemies in style. Nintendo's keeping story details locked up tight, but early gameplay shows off a ton of potential. If you've been craving Splatoon world building in a bigger, richer single-player format, this is it.
In addition, weapons freshness caps will be raised. And on your win-loss ratio in battles. It will also be used in matchmaking to pitch you against other players with the rotation for some fresh splatting on classic turf. Certain locations, such as the square in Splatsville and the Grand Festival grounds.